My name is Frederic Casagrande. I'm a foodie, I'm a car fanatic, I'm an expert in project management, and I'm a martial artist. I was born in France in 1973, in a small town near the German border, close to Strasbourg. When I grew up, like many other children in France, I started practicing judo, karate, and it's only at a much later stage in '96 that I discovered the martial art called Bujinkan. My current rank is 10th Dan black belt, so Judan. I graduated that rank recently, and when I say graduated, because we are not a sport but a battlefield martial art, our grading structure differs from other martial arts. So you have to understand that in most of the traditional martial arts, the belt system is a cultural adaptation to please Westerners. So when we started teaching in the UAE, we started teaching in Barsha Pond Park, outdoors on Friday mornings because we didn't have a place. Over the years, we moved to different gyms as and when they shifted due to other classes who are more mainstream, like yoga, Thai boxing, kickboxing, and so on and so forth. I started the dojo in 2016, first in Jebel Ali Club, then at my workplace on the nuclear power plant in Abu Dhabi. And it's only a bit more than a year ago, just before the pandemic, that I started the dojo here. It's as close as it gets from a Japanese traditional dojo. And the experience is really, I would say, conclusive to teaching this martial art. It's also not a very easy martial art to practice because the techniques are real and the pain is real. So some of the techniques are lethal. The way we practice them is always in a safe and non-lethal way, but even the way I am sparring with some of my students is always adapted to their own level and their own pain thresholds. So when there is a new guy coming into the dojo, I would gauge him before going overboard into something that he cannot take. The word sensei in Japanese means the one who is ahead of you. So if you travel to Japan, the taxi driver, you would call him respectfully sensei because he's in front of you. So sensei, in essence, only means that the person who's teaching you is a student who's ahead of you on the journey. It's not some kind of a unattainable, godlike figure that knows things that you will never know. It's just someone who, just like you, is learning. He's just been doing it for longer than you are. Sakijutsu. There are many, as everything in Japanese, there are many different ways of translating it. But it's kind of the sense of danger. One way of translating it is bloodlust. So it's your ability to actually feel someone's intention to harm you or to kill you. And you know, in the Western world, we traditionally have the perception that we have 5 senses. We have actually a lot more than that. And one of those senses is the ability to feel danger. And the legend has it, this is where the tradition started, that Takamatsu Sensei, who was Hatsumi's teacher, at some point when he felt he was ready to take over the title of Soke, of Grandmaster, he asked him to go study in his library. And after some point, after hours of reading, he suddenly felt an incredible sense of danger, and he jumped aside just in time to avoid a slash with a real katana from Takamatsu Sensei, who tried to kill him. And this is where the tradition came in Bujinkan, to test the ability of a practitioner to evade danger when it comes. So there are a couple of mantras or sayings that rule the way we are practicing. One of them is the mantra that we are saying when we start the classes, which is Shikin Haramitsu Daikomyo. And Shikin Haramitsu Daikomyo means roughly in every event there is a lesson. So that really speaks to the fact that ninjutsu is the art of persevering. Keep going, move forward, and this is really the spirit of Bufuikan, keep going, or Zenshin Suru. And that's what Bujinkan is about. My name is Frederic Casagrande, and this was my life story.